Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of In the Spotlight. Today we have Nick Yousoufian. Is that the best way to say it?
Just Usofian or Usofine, either one.
Okay, you so fine, Nick. You so
Yes.
fine. Um,
Yeah.
Nick is going to show us some things today from his collection. But here's the thing. Normally, when I have a guest on, I can hang with them on almost everything that they show and have a conversation with because I know just a little bit, just enough to have a conversation. Today, I don't know if that's going to be the case because Nick shows some things that I am not familiar with, but we'll see what he has in store for us. Nick, where are you from again? Up in Michigan?
Yeah, Detroit. I'm like 3 hours away from you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've been up there for a couple Iron Maiden concerts over the last 20 years.
Yeah. As I get my cat down.
All right. So show the people what you got today. Some cool stuff.
All right. I'm looking around. Yeah, I'm a man who likes box sets. It's kind of a way of how one can encapsulate a band's career. And what better way to start than with Little Feat?
There you go. I know just enough about Little Feat.
Yes, the kind of southernish rock band. Uh, um, this is the Rad Gumbo, the complete Warner years, 1971 to 1990. Contains a self-titled Sailing Shoes, Dixie Chicken, Beats Don't Fail Me Now, the last record album, Time Loves a Hero, Waiting for Columbus. I believe that is the expanded two-disc live album. Uh, Down on the Farm, Ho Hoi, Hoi Hoi, Let It Roll, representing the Mambo, and outtakes from Hotcakes. So, you're looking for a good Southern rock band that you just want to put it on its background. It's almost kind of like yacht rock, but again, it's got more of a Southern flavor and edge to it.
Yeah,
So,
they're right on the edge of being called Southern. Aren't they from California?
yeah.
Right on the edge of that Southern rock kind of thing. I guess that's the
Right.
best way, the best genre to put them in Southern rock.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Yep.
Doobie Brothers in there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nice mellow stuff. It's
I'm
not like you're
surprised
gonna
you're
put
down
on.
with the Little Feet, Nick. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit different than the extreme opposite, Destruction. Doesn't get any more different than this German thrash metal band, The History of Annihilation, which is pretty much they pretty much have a concert here. Chapter 2, The History of Annihilation, and 3.5 hours of just straight up thrash metal, along with the other two tonic bands of Artillery, Sodom, Tankard, Creator. They're like the most Holy Moses. I know I'm missing some other bands I can't think of right now, but for some reason it's like if you want to experience a band, you should always get the concert live because how many times are they going to come to America? They're always playing. They're always often touring in Europe, so this would arguably be the best thing. And this, I was wondering what this 12 right here is. It turns out this is like the German version of the TV ratings that we have here in America. So 12 means like that there's some language and stuff like
Right.
that.
Is that the
They're
age
not going to,
12 and above?
yeah, pretty much. They're a little bit more looser than we are here in the States. So, but
Right.
there's a guy performing surgeries. So
Do they throw F bombs on that disc?
no, just like a dam or a hell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
Uh,
region B?
Region free, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's still in the NTSC version. So you got to
Normally, when
have
I
it.
see
Yeah,
those H things in the corner, I think it's going to be maybe region B.
yeah. So it's 3.5 hours, and I'll tell you, Discogs is a wonderful website.
Yep. I have everything I own on it.
It's pretty dang cool. Um, yeah. Sorry if I wander off camera. I'm into pro wrestling. WWE, East AEW, NWA, whatever you want to call it, whatever genre you prefer. This is Japanese wrestling, specifically the best 2003 Volume 4. Now, their style is going to be a little bit different over there than here in the States. Here, we're more of us. It's like if Roman Reigns were to do a body slam and everyone's like stands up, it's what's called a spot. It's meant to get the crowd excited. So that way they can feel like they get their money's worth. That's current, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with Vince McMahon returning the company and everything else. So I said, you know what? What about Japanese stuff? So, there's this guy known as Dave Meltzer. He does all the kind of like how Roger Ebert does all the movie ratings.
Right.
Yeah, he pretty much gives matches out of 5 stars. So he's got this one from 2003. This is a burn on demand disc, and it features some matches. From the most famous one known would be Jushin Thunder Liger. He wrestled for WCW back in the day. No.
Oh, I don't know anything about wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling sometime around 1982.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Before the WrestleMania started. Yeah.
Right.
I remember I've seen a few matches back in the day in the early 80s.
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka against Andre the Giant. So I saw some classic stuff.
Awesome. Especially when he dove off the top of the cage on Don Morocco.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. People were used to seeing big, beefy men back then. So I see a guy just sailing off the top of the cage onto a big, beefy guy. I was like, oh my goodness, this is intense.
Right.
So it was hard to find the stuff in Japan for a while, but with the advent of the DVDs and the internet, we were like, oh my God, this stuff is so great.
You know what? I had up till I was about in my late 12s. I had the magazines, I had the guys up on my wall, and I think my dad, I could hear him down the hall, a little concerned, talk to my mom. Why does he have posters up of guys in his underwear? Yeah. They're not in their underwear. Never mind.
Yeah.
But then it came down, and up came the Iron Maiden posters and Dio posters and Pat Benatar posters
and all that stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I've also, movie-wise, I do have some movies, but what captivated me and my generation was Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I tried to get into them. I lost interest around the third movie. Halfway through the third movie, in fact, I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, it's directed by the same guy who did No Country for Old Men and what else did he do? Gravity. So it was certainly a little jarring after the first two kind of fantasy ones of Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh, the guy who did Gravity and Roma directed?
Yeah, he directed the third one.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it got more of an auteur approach. Christopher Columbus did the Sorcerer's Stone and is the Chamber of Secrets right here. So it had more of the first two have more of a fairy tale approach to them because it's trying to introducing you to the Wizarding World. And
you need to upgrade those to Blu-ray there, Nick.
Yeah, I do. I went to this place called Disc Replay up in not too far from here, and they had like buy 2 DVDs and get 3 free or something like that. So I said, you know what? I've been wanting to watch these for like the first time in over a decade. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I do need to get the Blu-ray sometime, but yeah.
My store up the street, they had thousands of DVDs, and I just walked in there yesterday and they're all gone. I said, what? You know, they were 99 cents each. They said they were just sitting here, so we just gave them away to someone.
Yeah. Just thousands. Holy smokes.
Yeah, they probably had at least, I don't know, 2,000, 2,500 maybe, just sitting there, row after row after row.
Sadly, there are no more brick and mortar stores like that, are becoming less and less common.
Yeah, I go to another place a little further from me, and they've got to have 10,000 in there for sale.
That's insane. So Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince. Pretty much all the movies are consistently great. Some of them kind of dip in quality, like they decided to adapt the second book, The Chamber of Secrets, and it's 2 hours and 1 hour and 61 minutes. So that's 2 hours and 41 minutes.
It's a lot of hairy.
That is not, yeah.
Things are going to start getting hairy for me halfway through that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But overall, it's like kids working like back in the day, people working. Oh, learning, they're reading fast. So like they're reading. That's all that matters. It expands their minds and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, everyone loves them. The critics love them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get them, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Right. That's true. Oh, what else do I have here? Fan of Focus.
There you go.
It's
Live
colors. Yes, both live. So just a couple of concerts of the truly large amount that I own. Japan has some pretty cool stuff. This is do you happen to know Star Blazers?
No.
No. All right.
Star Blazers?
Yeah. Set out in space. It's Space Battleship Yamato. Yamato is an old word for Japan. It's one of the most popular anime series out there. This is a replica of a very famous of the ship from the series. It's like set way off in the future. Earth is polluted, so like the space crew finds a ship saying, "Hey, come to this planet." I forgot the name of it. It's going to take a couple of years, though, because we're so far off. Even though this is way off in the future. This is like 1974. This giant ship right here, you see, kind of in the ground. This This is like This is like a little 3D pop art before you had all the 3D printers and stuff like that. So you can kind of see all the intricate details here.
Yeah.
You may be wondering, where did you get this from? Well, here's also a nice placard I have for the this bas relief. It turns out that this is called this. What's going on here is that during the pandemic, I had there was a friend to him. Hey, there's this dealer who goes around to various Comic Cons, various anime conventions and Comic Cons, and unfortunately, due to what happened, he couldn't really go anywhere because no stores were open. So I said, "All right, where's he at?" He is in, maybe you know, this is Oregon, Ohio. So like an hour away from me. I'm like, all right, so we'll find out what's going on. Turns out that he's got a whole bunch of neat stuff. And I, for some reason, was always interested in finding the old stuff and the new stuff. I've got I don't even know how many figures that I'm currently looking at right now. But I said, all right, what does he have? And turns out that he gets all of his stuff imported directly from Japan. Otakucho, Otaku, and he just happened to have like a whole just Blu-rays, these figures that you see right here, posters, wall scrolls, CDs, stuff like that, all imported directly from Japan. He's got his own running business and everything else like that. So these two just happen to be some of the more interesting things. Now, this is actually kind of rare. In order to get this, you had to purchase Blu-rays, send these like proof of purchase in to I don't like Nippon, some Japanese company, and then they would eventually send it to you. I think it was like maybe a couple thousand made or something like that. It is so specific and just so Japanese centric. You're just like, okay, that does make sense.
What's it made out of?
Oh, some type of high quality steel or something like that.
So it's kind of heavy.
Yes, weighs about like 5 to 10 pounds. And I actually got to take. It's just been down here for a while, so it's still pretty cool just to at least have. Let's see, what else do I have here? Well,
I can
Don't
see
worry,
you moving to Japan and fitting in. And
Yeah.
would you move to Japan if you could?
It's one of the most expensive cities to live in, but I do want to go and visit it. Expensive country. Sorry, I'm not fully awake right
You
now.
would have to go with a empty suitcase just so you can fill it up with what you're bringing back.
Right. We'll get back to that in a little bit, but for right now, we all know Jethro Tull.
Yep.
Yeah, they have some of the most coolest box sets out there, period. Thick as a brick, for example.
Yep. And they look nice on a shelf when they're next to each other.
Oh, yes.
Like books.
Right. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm not going to say how much these are. Very lavish. I mean, it would take probably an almost entire day or something just to read most of these because they're very, very detailed. And fortunately, some of these go upwards of $400 online because one limited printing of each one of them from Chrysalis Records, and you have to hunt them down. I mean, some of them, like,
The early ones you have
uh-huh,
to hunt down.
right,
Recently, they've been making a lot more, so you can still get them for sticker price,
right,
regular price.
benefit for
But the Minstrel in the Gallery one I have, that's one of the ones that goes for like 380, close to 400.
yeah, something like that. And they're a lot of money, I'll tell you that. Some of them you have to look around and search and stuff like that.
But you can still
No,
get A for probably $40.
yeah, Marillion, also same thing. The prog rock band. This one is the Afraid of Sunlight box set. I got this one's what, like $50 you can find at a local store. I got another place called Dearborn Music that I go to once in a blue moon. You know, they had it. I'm like, you know what? You're not going to see it that often. So this was like earlier this year or something like that. So
Did
it's
they
pretty
do
much just,
5.1 mixes for those?
let's see, aspect ratio. Yes. In DTS HD Master Audio at Dolby Digital 5.1.
On a DVD or Blu-ray?
The Blu-ray. And yeah, so you can see all the technical stuff, like right around here. These are really nice ones. They really are, almost along with the Black Sabbath too.
Look at you showing a bunch of stuff that I not only know about, but I own.
Well, come on, open up. Yeah. Come on. Okay. I don't know why that was hermetically sealed. Here's the back of it. Yeah, I like trying to save all this. They do make these sets really, really nice compared to when the other ones were as tall as the Empire State Building.
Right.
Yeah. And it took them, it took everyone a while to figure out what the exact dimensions were. I'm like, just have it the size of like a standard book. You don't have to
It's
have it the
easy to
size of a
rip
movie
those
book.
when you're unfolding them too.
Yeah. And careful with these. I got the actual album here. One of the most ridiculous album covers of all time.
Yeah. I'm so used to looking at it though that it doesn't seem odd anymore to me.
Right. North American tour. They get some live stuff here. Here's the single for "Am I Going Insane" radio.
Yeah. Things that you listen to once and put back in the box and never listen to again.
Yeah, pretty much.
These are what you buy these for are the live CDs and live vinyl discs, I think, the most.
Yes, that's correct. And they certainly are nice to have. Rather than, I mean, I love standard jewel cases as well, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to have the expanded edition.
Yeah, you feel like when you buy those big box sets that you're kind of buying a piece of history in a weird kind of way.
God, Pink Floyd. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
This is
not a
kind of
whole
like,
box set, is it? The box set is in that box, right?
yeah, you
Okay.
got. I can't even believe this. Pink Floyd, the early years.
Oh no,
You
that
can,
is the box set.
yeah. Here's everything that comes inside, which I hope, yeah, that does pick up.
Holy crap. Who's in there? Sid Barrett's body? What?
Yeah, and his hair too, and everything else about him. He was a one heck of a musician, but I guess I'm just briefly going over these. For me, Adam Hart Mother and Echoes are the best albums. I do enjoy some of their other stuff, but for me, it's like all these albums get all the other albums get way too much attention compared to the one with the cow, Adam Hart Mother.
I love side one of Adam Hart Mother. Side two starts to when they're in the kitchen doing shit at the end there, I get kind of okay.
Yeah. And Frank's Psychedelic Breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I gotta reorganize this. This is the early years.
Now, what year did this mammoth thing come out?
2008, I believe.
Did you buy it in 2008?
No, I bought it like about a year or two ago. So
I'm not even
that's
going to
good.
ask how much you spent on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to embarrass you,
All right, I appreciate that.
but I'm going to guess it was between 500 and 600.
It's kind of substantial, but I said, you know what? These items are going to last forever. They're only just going to skyrocket in price years and years later. So,
No, what music is in that thing?
it's the early years of all their like demos, rarities, live albums, singles, stuff like that.
So up to like 1970 or something?
1970. Trying to be careful
One?
with this thing. 72, 65 to 72.
So right before Dark Side.
Yes, that is correct. And
Is,
there's about early years. And then another
that's
one
the
for
biggest
Floyd.
box set I've ever seen in my life.
This one is the later years.
And now we got the second biggest box set I've ever seen in my life.
That later.
Now, where do you keep, especially that last one? Where do you keep it? Like under a bed, in a closet?
I've got actually come with me. So I'll take you around.
We're going
Before
on
I do, movie. I'm guessing you like Vinegar Syndrome. You're aware of them?
I'm aware of them, but I'd never heard them.
Okay. They release these kind of schlock art house, either schlock art house or weird movies that, let's say, like Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Yes. Now I'm on track with you. Okay.
Yeah, it's up there with like Arrow,
Yes.
Scorpion releasing stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I probably have a few. I'm just not aware of it.
Right. So should really have done some better organizing down here, which I'll probably do today. Okay. Yeah, you can see me well. Okay. Yeah, this is my basement. So let's switch the mode here. Yeah, I bet you never had anyone like actually show you what's going on down here, have they? Because I've gotten.
Wow, don't show us the dead bodies down there, Nick.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
I have that.
Yeah, this was in years. Trying to acquire all the rights for this was it took years. Finally, when it came out, I was just like, oh my god! Now this one. Gosh darn it. Is this okay? This is the most beautiful box that you're probably ever going to see. Whew. Real professional here. But okay, yeah, we're doing good time wise. This is an anime called Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and this is a box set that I ordered roughly 3 years ago. Came out in late 2018. I was drunk with a buddy of mine, and I was showing him various box set trailers. And I said, you know what? I'm going to order this, and I was still coherent enough to know what I was doing.
Put in your address correctly.
Yes, that is correct.
But dumb enough to pull the trigger on how much it cost.
I had to pay a good amount of money for it. Sometimes, yeah, there was only 1,000 printed in the entire world.
Hey, some people put their money into their kids, and those without kids, some of them put their money into big elaborate box sets like this.
Here's a little.
Now, what's that box set made out of? Is that cardboard or something else?
Like a high quality cardboard. And there you can go. You can tell number 207, 1000. It's got its own little commemorative coin of the characters in the series. This is like the mother of all anime boxes. There's this company known as Discotech, where they managed, or was it? Yeah, it was either Discotech or RightStuffAnime.com, where they managed to acquire the rights to this after this epic sci-fi series, kind of like Star Wars,
right?
Except in animated form, from the 1983 to 1991. This is a serious, no frills, hard sci-fi set.
I couldn't get through this in one lifetime, let alone all the other box sets you have.
Right. Okay, so in Japan, they are Japan 1980s. They have something that's known as OAVs. It's original animation video, or OV, original video animation, whatever one you want. This was when after all like the sitcoms and stuff that every family can enjoy, in order to break from the Japanese broadcasting standards, or at least present an alternative entertainment. The term that I just used, this was used to like help expand stories. So it's like Terminator and a whole bunch of other American sci-fi movies were popular at the time. Star Wars, stuff like that. So all these animation companies could spring up, create a product, and then release it a little bit, and then to, I think, avoid taxes, or to keep their name going. They release these OAVs, and this one being one of the most popular ones, Legend of the Galactic Heroes. There's also, all right, so have you seen Shin Godzilla?
I don't think I've seen that one, and we're at 8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right. Yeah. There's this one that I don't have that is called Daikon 4. This is a very, very expensive laser disc that a buddy of mine does have. That the director of the current Ultraman series, Hideki Anno, he also directed Shin Godzilla, created this very beautiful, awe-inspiring thing known as Daikon 3 and 4. Daikon is Japanese for turnip. Look it up on YouTube. It uses music
from, the more confused I get. So it's on a turnip.
It's also from a Japanese word for like convention. It's a play on words. Just look it up on YouTube. Daikon 4. It features everything that inspired pretty much. There's a lot of sci-fi. I mean, for crying out loud, there's Superman, Wonder Woman. You have to see it to believe it. It's a thing of art. Trust me.
Can you speak Japanese and write in
No.
Japanese?
No, I can't. I know some words and stuff like that, but
You disappoint me, Nick.
yeah. Well, okay. Come with me is they've got and also those laser discs. This is like the Marilyn Monroe of anime, Invader Lum, which is Urusei Yatsura. That translates into those obnoxious aliens. Sounds like a 70s sitcom if there ever was one. Yes, just shelf after shelf.
Do you have your TV down there in the basement as well?
Yeah, 42-incher. I got some stuff on top here. Of course, gotta have some. Of course, it's nice to have Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock. I mean, they both play in the same band. This is got some more figures. Some figures over here. Yeah, as you can tell, I've got some Western ones. I got Shazam, got the Flash. It's like I do enjoy some stuff. I'm not like the biggest fan of that. So you may know Frank Frazetta. His work on the Eternal Champion series from Michael Moorcock.
How do you not trip over yourself in that basement?
Just lots of persistence, which I actually do need to clean this up.
Yeah,
but,
you have to walk like a cat to avoid all that.
Yeah, my cat's currently upstairs, so I take lessons from her. Movies, vinyl, lots of vinyl.
That shelving, is that shelving crooked or did it just look crooked?
It's just been bowing over time. I kind of do need to actually fix that.
Yeah, you're gonna walk down there one day. It's gonna be all over the floor.
Right. All right. Got another. Yeah. We're going to finish up by looking at a couple of, gosh darn it, vinyl figures here.
All right.
Here's
4 minutes.
Another elaborate view of the ship. This one, it's kind of, you just see the details on it, kind of at the highest quality, but this stuff's like 40 years old. I got like 5 of those ships somewhere. More modern series known as Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Recently, the movie Mugen Train is the most popular film. Beats Spirit Away. It's the most popular film in the Japanese box office. It grossed $600 million, I believe. Yen-wise, I wouldn't be able to tell you how much. Astro Boy.
Weird little tune for Astro Boy.
Got that one. Right.
Sounds more like a ballerina song.
Yeah. Rose of Versailles deals with the French Revolution. It's hard to find these figures. As you either have to order from eBay or you just happen to know a guy.
In that basement, those figures would be just hard to find in your basement alone.
Yeah. So I think that, of course, I've got a whole bunch of movies over there and stuff like that. So it's pretty much a collector's paradise. But I think I'm truly at my limit with what I can store down here.
Yes. And as we come to the 2-minute warning, well, I tell you what, you were buffering a little bit, but I don't know. It might be me who's buffering because I've been having issues with this computer and my internet. So hopefully it turns out all right. But that was interesting, Nick. You had some interesting box sets. I did not know box sets could get that big and that elaborate for such niche things as well.
Right.
But that was interesting. So yeah, Nick, I'll put this up today, and
all right.
And Nick sent me an IM and asked me if he could do a show. So if anyone out there wants to do a show, send me an instant message and we'll set something up and we'll put you in the spotlight like Nick.
Excellent.
So
Yes.
until next time, everyone, take care, have a good week, and see you on my page, Let's Get Physical, on Facebook, dedicated to everything that's physical media. Later, everyone.